What's up, YouTube? It's Domotron from TeemTHE, and today I'm going to be giving you a deck update of a deck that I posted about a year ago, which is my 6 Samurai deck. I recently picked up the deck again because of the support that's coming out in Storm of Ragnarok, so yeah, let's get started. First off, 3 Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai, Big Daddy of the deck. Basically gives your samurais their effects when he's special summoned. He's a 21 beater. He can be special summoned when you have another monster with 6 samurai in their name face up on your side of the field. And his second effect, which is broken as hell, is you can return 1 6 samurai from your graveyard to your hand when he is destroyed by a card effect. He does not have to be face up on the field or touch the field for this effect to activate. So when your opponent Solemn Judgments or Solemn Warnings him, which is pretty much a stupid idea, you can return him or another samurai in your graveyard to your hand. Let's see. Next we have One Hand of the 6 Samurai, one of my favorite cards in the deck. When you have another face up 6 samurai in the field, it's basically an exiled force, except you can tribute other samurais you control. I like her because she blows up monsters that your samurais couldn't run over by themselves, or destroys them, Next up we have 3 Zanji, one of my favorite beaters of the deck because it's basically the only beater of the deck, aside from Grandmaster. It has a great effect, which is when it attacks a monster at the end of after damage calculation, destroy the monster that battled with this card if you have another 6 samurai face up on the field. Love it. Next, one of the more powerful cards in this deck, this format, because of the heavy back row that we see. This format is 6 Samurai Iroh. Or not Iroh, but Yaichi. Yeah, Yaichi, because like all the other 6 samurais, you need another 6 samurai for its effect to be live. He blows up face down back row. What you want to do with him is, if you have another samurai in the field, just summon him, call priority, blow up a face down. Usually you'll hit like stuff like Bottomless, Warning, Solemn Judgment, anything. I like him because he gets under Bottomless Trap Hole, so summon him, call priority, and basically start hitting their back row. Next up, love this guy, this format also, because of quick draw decks. I like to set Raiko a lot, so we have, we're running 2 of him now. 6 Samurai Iroh, special Ryan Edition art. Yeah, Raiko, the doggy killer. Next up, only running 1 of him, 6 Samurai Kaman. He blows up face-ups like Decree, Oppression, Solidarity, if you actually see that. Anything that will actually hinder your victory, so yeah, he's pretty good. Next up, last monster of the deck, 1 Spirit. He's not as good as he used to be. He's basically in here to protect your Grandmaster from getting hit or any of the other samurais. He's also like a mini draw engine of the deck when he's equipped. So yeah, he's still good, but not as good. Next, we have the spells. We have 3 Pot of Duality. I love this card. Open up with a Duality and start digging for cards you need. Most of the time I usually dig for gateways if I don't open up with one. I usually hit one with Duality, which is a huge plus in this deck, so yeah, it's pretty good. Next up, 3 gateways. This card is motherfucking broken because yeah, once you start swarming, start getting the pluses with this card. Search, search, search. Yeah. Next up, we got 3/6 Samurai United. Pot of Greed if you're able to open up with a Samurai and Grandmaster. Yeah, it's another target you want to grab with Duality. Yeah. Well, next up, the fourth search card, I guess. Reinforcement of the Army. Why wouldn't you run it? It's a good card. Warriors, yeah. Next up, Book of Moon. Stop synchros, combos with Iroh. Yeah. Pretty good. If you're not running 2 or more, 2 or 3, you're pretty much dumb, this format. Next up, we got one Monster Reborn, staple. Dark Hole, staple. Trunade. It's pretty much a staple this format in most decks. It's good if you know your opponent sarks for like, I don't know, an MST, Cold Wave or something, or is gonna, if you foresee them going for a Black Rose, it helps you protect your gateways and whatnot. That's a pretty good card in the deck. Last 2 spells, 2 MSTs. Blows up back row. You want to blow up back row in this deck as much as possible so you can go for all-out attacks with your Samurai, so yeah. Next up, traps. Torrential, staple. Mirror Force, staple. Well, not staple, but it's a good card. We have 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warnings. Love this card. Might not be as good in the future, but it's good this format because of Debris Dragon, Boggart Knight. Don't really have to necessarily you don't have to necessarily negate the initial summons of those cards, but you can negate the effects, the special summoning effects of those cards. So that's why it's good this format. Next, 2 Bottomless. Not as good this format, but I still like it. Gets rid of big synchros, aside from Stardust, which is, yeah. And the last 2 cards of the deck are 2 Deep Prisons. Love this card. Good 1-for-1. Yeah, so, yeah, it's Domotron. Hope you enjoyed my 6 Samurai deck update, and leave some comments, suggestions, whatnot below. And, yeah. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks, YouTube.